Hello, welcome back again to my YouTube channel. We're still on solid shapes, but this time we are looking at the shape cone. But before we start, let's look at the important features of a cone. A cone has a circular base, it has a curved surface, it has one vertex and no edges. Then a cone has two heights, the slant height and the vertical height. This is a cone. Let's label the important parts of this cone that will help us in solving the surface area of a cone. This part is the height or the vertical height, and this is denoted as h. This is the slant height, and this is denoted as L. This is the radius, which is denoted as R. Now the extension of this radius, just like we know, is the diameter. We know that half of a diameter makes the radius. Alright, let's label the parts of this cone. Here is the height, which is h, or the vertical height. Here we have the slant height, which is L, and this part we have the radius, which is R. If we take this out, this will give us a right angle triangle, and therefore to find any part of this missing triangle, we'll be making use of the Pythagoras theorem. A cone has two parts, the circular base and the curved surface. This circular base we have as a circle. Can you remember the area of a circle? That is pi r square. Now, when this curved surface of the cylinder is unfolded, it gives us a sector. Remember, if it's being folded back, the radius of the sector forms the slant height of the cone. Let's derive the formula of this curved surface. For this, we'll be needing three formulae. The first is the area of a sector. Area of a sector, and that will be theta over 360 times pi L square. And the second we'll be needing is the length of arc, and this will be theta over 360 times 2 pi L. And the last one we'll be needing is the circumference of the circle. So the circumference of circle is 2 pi r. Now, if you observe, when we stated the formula for area of sector and length of arc, instead of using r for radius, we are using L. It's because if this sector is folded, the radius forms the slant height of the cone. So that is why we substituted the r in the area of the sector and the length of arc of this sector to be L instead of R. With equation 2 and 3, and that will give us theta over 360 times 2 pi L is equal to 2 pi R. 2 we cancel 2, pi and pi, so we have theta over 360 times L is equal to R. Let's make theta over 360 the subject of formula. So this will be theta over 360 is equals to R over L. We'll call this the fourth equation. We need to take note of this fourth equation. Alright. So, do the value of theta over 360 to be r over L in equation 1. So, this will be r over L times pi L square. This L here will give us 1, and cancelling one L here we have L. So, this will give us r pi L, which can be written as pi RL. So, this formula here is the formula to find the curved surface area of a cone. Now remember, we are taking note of equation 4, and we are taking note of this last equation we have here, which is equation 5. Equation 5 is the general formula to find the curved surface area of a cone, but equation 4, we use this equation to solve a cone if you're given the angle of the sector and you are given r, which is the radius of the cone, and L, which is the radius of the sector. So having derived the area of the curved surface to be pi RL and the area of the circle to be pi r square. Therefore, the surface area of a cone is equal pi RL plus pi r square. In summary, we have that the curved surface area, or the area of the curved surface of a cone, is pi RL, and the surface area, or the total surface area of a cone, is pi RL plus pi r square. We have this additional formula, theta over 360 equal r over L. The r here is the radius of the cone, and the L is the radius of the sector that forms the cone. Let's look at this question together. We already have our diagram here. The slant height is 45 and the radius is 10 cm. To solve A, the curved surface area is area equal to pi RL, and this will be equal to pi times 10 times 455, and this will give us 450 pi. And that will leave our answer to be equal 1413.717 cm square. Remember, it's in cm square because we are still dealing with area, and area is measured in square unit. Now for B, the total surface area is pi RL plus pi r square. So this will be pi times 10 times 45. I'll have to put this in a bracket, plus pi times 10 times 10. And this will leave this to be 450 pi plus 100 pi. And the total of this is 550 pi. So therefore, 550 pi is equal to 1727.876 cm square. This is how to find the surface area of a cone and the total surface area of that same cone. Let's look at the next question. We are asked to calculate the total surface area of a cone whose height is 8 cm and base radius is 5 cm. Remember, height or vertical height. And what we need for the area of a cone is pi RL plus pi r square. Therefore, we don't need the vertical height. How do we get the slant height? Recall that we make use of the Pythagoras theorem, which is L square is equals to h square plus r square. And the vertical height of the height is given as 8 cm and the radius is 5 cm. So L square will be 8 square plus 5 square. And therefore, L square will be 64 plus 25. L square will be 89. So therefore L is the square root of 89, and that gave us 9.434 cm. We have gotten our slant height, which we need for the area to find the total surface area of this cone. Let's substitute in the equation. So therefore, area here will be pi times 5 times 9.434. I have to put this in a bracket, plus pi times 5 times 5 equal, this will be 47.17 pi plus 25 pi, and this will give us a total of 72.17 pi, leaving our final answer to be 226.729 cm square. Is left in cm square because we are solving the area, and area is measured in square units. We have come to the end of this video. You can try out this cone. We are asked to find the total surface area of this given cone. Let me give you a hint. What is given here is the diameter of the base and not the radius of the base. So how do you change that to the radius? Well, it is up to you. Watch out for surface area of the cone part 2, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification button. Bye, and see you next time.